Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Good Hang. What a lovely guest we have today. Olivia Colman, an incredible actress, just a dear, tender, beautiful person. And we are going to talk about a lot of great things today. We're going to talk about whether or not it's important to fight in relationships. We're going to talk about playing the queen. We are going to talk about her new movie, The Roses, and all the hilarious people that she got to be in it with. We're talking about so many good things today. But we always want to start these episodes by bringing in someone who knows our guest, who helps us ease into our guest, who gives us a question to ask our guest. And we got a big star today. We have an actor who was in Doctor Strange. He was Sherlock. He is in The Roses. He is also famously in a Key and Peele sketch where they name football player names. He is the one, the only, Benedict Cumberbatch from Oxford University. Benedict, hello.
Woohoo! What do you say? All I ever wanted was a really good hang.
Hey, Amy, how are you?
Hi, it's good to see you.
I got Nicholas Gus on because I can't see. So you're
Okay, you can just hear my voice?
No, I can see you now because I'm wearing these glasses. Like this, you're a beautiful blonde blur, but like that, you're a very sharp blonde.
Now, what's your prescription? Because are you new to glasses?
1.6, something like that. I'm new to sort of giving into them. But
same. I need them for reading, but not yet for driving.
it's so boring, isn't it? And I'm not one of those people who I can't get them lasered. It's very boring.
It's not boring because I feel like now that I can hide behind glasses, my life has changed. And also, people think I'm smarter. Anyway, hi, nice to see you. Thank you for doing this.
Nice to see you. You're so welcome.
Okay, I know you're in the middle of a giant press thing, and we are talking to Olivia.
Yeah, I'm a little hurt, but there we go.
I know. Sorry, we couldn't get you, but you signed a restraining order against me many years ago, and you don't let me get close to you. So
That's true. After the Golden Globes, it's right.
Okay, so question for you before we get to your question. We like to do this thing when we have our guests on where we talk to people who know them and kind of talk well behind their back. And the first thing I just wanted to say is that when I was doing some research on the film, The Roses, that you're promoting, and also you and Olivia, you guys haven't worked together as much as I assumed you would have.
We've never worked together.
Never.
No. And we've been friends for a long time and always said, we should work together. And this is what was sort of born out of that conversation.
What kind of friend is Olivia?
Incredibly loyal, ridiculously good fun. She facilitates naughtiness. She's just sort of, is it preternaturally? Is that the phrase? Upbeat? I mean, it's kind of, that's the one, if there's a critique of her, it's like, how the fuck is she doing this authentically? I don't understand how this person can be so good at being just upbeat and just delightful. And this is veering into work rather than friendship, but it's the same with friendship. But she can go into a work environment any moment that we were in the studio together, and you just see everyone, all the crew, everyone going, everyone just feels lifted and brightened by her being around.
It feels that way when you watch her work and then also be herself. And I have, we kind of get this. We kind of came, or I came onto upon this theory when I was at SNL, which you were so brilliant on. Is you have all these people come through, and you realize that usually the most talented people are the easiest to work with.
Yeah, kind of. The older I get, the more that's sort of. I can't be doing with people who are hard to work with. That's my one sort of curmudgeonly kind of thing. It shouldn't have to be hard.
Okay, and then the other thing I wanted to ask you, and then we'll get to your question. There's nothing like more satisfying than when somebody has a sense of humor about themselves. Like, it's such a sign of intelligence. And you and Olivia in this movie really go at each other. Your characters really go at each other. But do you feel like there's also just a way in which Brits are allowed to kind of tease in a heartier and more sharp way than Americans?
I don't know. Personally, I think there's often a very barbed, cruel, and slightly pinched aspect to British irony. I think it could get a bit too much, to be honest. As an English characteristic, the sharpness of it isn't something I find that pleasant. It's very funny in this film. I think also Americans, and this is obviously played up in the kind of cultural difference, one of the key differences between our version and the original Michael Douglas, Kathleen Turner and Danny DeVito film is that they're an English couple in an American world, and that much later the culture clashes and misunderstandings to great effect. But they start roasting each other, and actually, you as a culture, I think, have completely one-upped it.
You're right. We have passed you in the mean Olympics.
You've gone the dial, you've broken. There's a good trade, I think, which evens us out, both in the gross-out humor and also the very sort of well-thought-through, ironic, witty, intellectual humor. And I know we play up to that, the difference, but I don't think there is so much of a difference anymore. It's very interchangeable.
I agree. I think it's very hard to pull off both physical comedy and really like sharp and sarcastic wit. Both of those things are hard to do well.
Yeah, I think if you do that, you could do anything. I grew up with two parents, both actors. My mum in particular doing, sort of end of the pier kind of, whoops, there go my Knickers Vicar, kind of farces. And to the point where I was like, Mum, you've got to do something else now. I can't watch in an audience as a surly teenager. I can't watch you come into a room where your politician husband is having his pants pulled down because of something, and it looks like his male assistant is giving him a blowjob, and you turn to the audience and go, and then walk off. So, having grown up with that kind of humor, if you can do comedy, is my point, you can do anything. I really do believe that, and I'm not just.
Of course, I feel you don't have to tell me, babe. Every single year at the Oscars. Everybody gets blanked. And all the serious people get up and accept and accept and accept.
No, it's true.
And it's some hot bullshit. Because comedy is not easy. And I got to tell you, both you and Olivia can do both.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. That's very kind.
Okay. So do you have any question for Olivia today?
Yeah. Okay. Is she wearing any under? No. Is there something she's afraid of? Because I think she's one of the most fearless performers that I know. I don't see her being afraid of anything, but I wonder if there is. I wonder.
That's a great question.
Yeah. And would she do it? That's the other thing. What are you most afraid of? And would you be any good at facing that fear?
Deep question.
I should be doing this interview.
Deep question. Yes. I mean, do you want to switch places here?
No, because everyone wants to hear you do the interview.
Okay. Well, I know you are an hour or two of a 12-hour marathon. Congratulations on the film. Thank you so much for doing this. I hope we get to see each other not in full formal wear someday, but at an actual...
I do too. That'd be lovely.
Yeah.
Much love.
Thank you so much, Benedict. Appreciate it. Thanks for your time. This episode is brought to you by Visible. Visible is the ultimate wireless hack, and now with the new Visible Inner Circle, you can forget about family phone plans with no flexibility. With Inner Circle, you can connect accounts with whoever you want, friends, family, neighbors, you name it. Unlock savings together with the freedom to leave, switch, or change your circle anytime. Join for just $25 a month, and with personalized payments, paying together or keeping it separate is up to you. Plus, it's all powered by Verizon with unlimited 5G data, so you get reliable coverage and a connection you can count on. Join now at Visible.com and save on wireless month after month, $25 per month rate on the Visible plan. Hello. Hello. Okay, thank you for coming and being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
I was looking over your life, like your timeline, because we're the same age, about the same age.
You look much younger than me.
No, I
No,
don't.
you do actually.
I'm 50. Hold on, I have to remember. I was born in 71, so I'm 50. You're born in...
I'm 74, so...
Yeah, well, so you're a little younger than me. Sorry.
No, but, I look older.
No, you don't.
Americans just look better.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Well, British people seem smarter, so everything evens out.
Okay, you'll find out that's not true.
And you'll find out that and when you get a little closer. Okay, so, but we kind of have some parallels because you met a lot of your friends and coworkers at Footlights.
Yeah.
Kind of, you went to this very important place that we Americans used to hear about.
Yes, I will. I wasn't actually at the university. But this is something that gets regularly.
You were not at Cambridge.
I was in the town of Cambridge, working as a cleaner, and
very interesting.
So yes,
how did you get into Footlights?
Well, I did. I was at the teacher training college for about a term, I think, and left. And then no one questioned me because I had a bicycle and I looked the same as everyone else, the same age. So I just would turn up to things. And
was there like an auditioning process to get into Footlights?
Yes. And that's where I met my lovely friends who then basically were responsible for me getting work for years afterwards.
Yeah, because...
But I just feel it feels like a big lie if I, guys at Cambridge, absolutely
this is already very British. The distinction that you didn't go to school there is an important one for you.
Yeah, well, I feel like people who were there would go, no, she didn't. And, I think it's so impressive to have worked so hard and be so clever to get there. It would be a bit much if with my terrible A-levels I suggested that I got in.
So people that were not going there could perform there.
Yes, I think I didn't lie, but I just certainly didn't tell anyone.
So it can be taken back. You could be technically arrested at some point.
Yeah, maybe.
So you go and do you remember how you had to audition for?
I do remember going, there was a building called the Union Society, and this is when I did have my student card because I was actually at the teacher training thingy. And there was a sign, it was handwritten in biro on the audition arrow.
Yeah.
I went, oh, fun. So I went along and I didn't know it was the Footlights. And
Wow.
I know. And pleased I didn't know.
Yeah.
And they were boys looking bored, sitting behind a desk and said, entertain us or sell something to us that looks like this isn't food. I went, okay. So there was a disgusting ashtray, which must have been there for years, and I picked up a fag butt. That sounds weird in American English,
Right.
doesn't it?
Cigarette butt.
Cigarette
Yes.
end. And and I tried to sell it, and it wasn't going very well. No one was laughing, so I ate it out of desperation. And they still didn't laugh. They just looked absolutely horrified. But they let me in because they thought, well, she's game. She's going to do some funny stuff.
What is it going to take to get those guys to laugh?
Yeah, my God.
God. That's such a great story. And then you got in, and then you met all these, like, that time period in my life, I know doing sketch and improv and all that stuff for a small number of people with friends in the hopes that someday you could do more of it.
Yeah.
Like, what do you remember of those times?
Well, because obviously, as you know, you all had to help write and everything. I was terrible at the writing. I just really enjoyed performing and being on stage and making people laugh was like the best, like crack, like the best thing.
It is. I said it, for me, it was the closest feeling to being a vampire, where you're just like, I'm becoming a vampire.
Yeah.
Strength.
Oh, I've got goosebumps. I totally understand.
Just you're like, look what I've done. Like just this weird, powerful, in control flush of excitement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so desperate to get that back. And
your whole life is chasing it again.
Yeah.
What was the first, do you remember the feeling of like the first big laugh, where you did something and you watched people laugh at you and you thought, oh, I love this feeling?
I don't know if I can remember that. No.
Were you in plays as a kid?
I did my first ever school play when I was 16. And that was the prime of Miss Jean Brodie, so not a comedy. But I just remember people clapping at the end. And I'd always been so rubbish at school. I couldn't wait for it to finish. I'd want to look out the window and found it really hard to concentrate. And then suddenly I committed to learning all of these lines. Suddenly why couldn't I learn other stuff? But I would do that. And then when they clapped, that was the moment when I went, I love it.
It was like electricity coming out of your fingertips.
Like, look, get off. No. Loved it.
Yeah. I mean, do you consider yourself were you an extroverted kid? Like, are people not surprised that you ended up being an actor? Or
I don't know. I think as I've got older, I've got more and more shy in a way. And I think people knowing your face and you not knowing their face puts you in it's not an equal footing.
I really relate to what you're saying about, even though I think people might think that it's funny that both of us are saying this, but getting a little shyer as you get older.
Totally.
I really relate to that.
Yeah.
What do you think that is?
I think it is, well, as you know, as I've said, that it's it's an unequal thing. So I don't know if you ever go to a country where maybe your shows aren't seen.
Oh yes, it's called the UK.
That's not true. But if you can feel like you can walk down the street and no one has done a double take or a nudge or a secret photo.
Yeah.
It feels amazing.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah, being observed is weird because, especially, it sounds like you're like you are an observer. You like to observe people. So when you're being observed, it's a strange feeling.
Yeah, I find it discomforting, and it means I don't want to go anywhere with my children.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want people to, see who they are.
Yeah,
because it's their decision.
Yes.
To do what they want to do with their lives, not.
And kids don't like. It doesn't even. You don't even have to be an actor. Kids just don't like sharing their parents with people.
Yeah, I do understand that.
Yeah, I know, and it's hard to explain to them that is your work, but it's a universal feeling. Like kids want their parents when they want them.
Mine, yeah. And I've been lucky compared to many people in our industry. I haven't had to be away from home that much.
Yeah,
and my youngest, so in recent years I've had to be away a bit more, and she hates it. I sort of love it that she hates it, but
yeah, right. She's still missing you.
Yeah.
How old is your youngest?
Yeah, youngest is 10.
Okay, right. So you still have some sweetness there.
Yeah, and really, she's really lovely. Aww. They're all lovely.
I know. Does any of them want to be an actor?
No, furious.
Yeah,
livid with them.
Yeah, I'm like, get up there and earn some money for this family. They laugh at me because, it's a bit, ab fab. Mm-hmm. And my big boy wants to be a physicist. Wow.
I mean, just
incredible.
He can also
That's
play
the only
guitar.
way he can rebel.
Why can't he be
with
a
you and your
rock star?
husband?
Totally. He goes, Mom, no one says, oh, why can't you be a rock star? I do.
Why can't?
They're all so sensible.
Yeah. Physicist.
That's
smart.
I mean, who employs physicists?
These days, no one.
No one. See?
With long hair, forget it. He's never going to get through the door. Okay, so you're at Footlights. You're making all these friends. You're deciding. What I love about your career and you is that you are the ultimate, to me, proof that when someone can do comedy really well, they can do anything. And I guess you came into the business doing comedy. When was it Tyrannosaur that switched? Was that?
Yeah.
Can you talk about that film and getting cast in that?
Yeah. So comedy, I'd never intended. I just found a place there and I really loved it.
Yeah.
And I'd always imagined maybe from that first play at school, I thought maybe I could be an actor, but you didn't dare say it out loud.
Yeah.
And then it felt like there were two lists of actors. There's funny ones, not funny ones.
That's
and
right.
you can't cross over. It's absolutely not allowed.
No.
And it takes someone to really put their neck on the line to go, no, I would like them to do that. So it was Paddy Considine I met when we were doing Hot Fuzz.
Yes.
I was so excited to meet him. Mm-hmm. And I opened the door and grinned at him. Hello. And he decided in that moment, she'd be right for my film.
Wow.
I know. So always open the door for people, always be nice. You never know.
Wow.
And it totally changed the trajectory. It's a word I find hard to do, of my career.
Because it went to Sundance and it was like this, very lauded performance and people saw this version of you basically and they said, we can, I know isn't it interesting how life is just the smallest changes and moves in your life and you're on another track.
Yeah, totally. And so often having to wait for someone else to let that happen for you, which is frustrating.
Yeah.
But I'm so grateful to Paddy.
Do you ever think to yourself like, I'm in the mood right now to do something heavier. I'm in the mood right now to do something lighter. Do you think about that when you're picking stuff? I don't know if
I might do subconsciously. I always used to rely very much on gut feeling.
Yeah.
And I feel a bit like I've lost that ability. I've gone a little bit, I don't know if that happens as well as we get older, but I sometimes think, I can't tell now. My agent has a great litmus test. So if you read it and you're unsure, if your nemesis gets the part, are you going to want to, pull your hair out. And,
That's so funny. I think about that too. If I saw it a year later, like a trailer for it, and I was jealous.
Yeah.
If I saw
the best
something.
way to go, okay, I can let this go, or no, I have to fight for it.
Yeah. But
Sorry, I didn't answer your question at all, did I? Did I
no.
go somewhere else?
Well, why I ask is because you've been in all of my favorite things. And when we look at all of the stuff that you've been in, your career is incredible, Olivia. Like you have done, okay, but I want to stay with comedy for a second just because I feel like, and I kind of made a joke about it earlier, but there is this thing with people our age where the US and UK were so connected in so many ways, but had completely different comedic experiences. There were only a few shows, in my opinion, that came over to us.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't until I was in my 20s and 30s that I learned about all this great British comedy that I never got to see.
Okay.
And I, we got kind of the big ones, right? Growing, like Monty Python and, Ab Fab and stuff like that. But then there was this huge amount of shows that we never saw that you had to kind of search and find out and watch on, VHS trade with your friends.
Yeah.
Did you have shows here in the States that you didn't know about or didn't watch that you had to kind of catch up and know about once you started becoming?
Weirdly, sort of SNL, which is it's like a little comedy heaven. I didn't know about that for so long.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it was shown on television in the UK. No. And it was only funny friends who were obsessed with it and went, what? Why, what is it? And then started to look at it.
Because this is pre-internet. Like we couldn't Google anything. We didn't have this high-tech stuff that I have. I have a laptop on my...
Yeah.
And
that's very cool.
Yeah, and I can type in anything you want to know. And you want to know the recipe to something. But you couldn't clip anything. You couldn't watch anything. So I remember watching like Alan Partridge, all this stuff on VHS, but 10 years after it was on.
Yeah. Well, it's the same. We got... And we still have, which I love, every weekday morning on Channel 4, they starts with Cheers, then King of Queens, then Everybody Loves Raymond, then Friends. Frasier.
Same 4 shows?
Yeah. I love it.
Oh my God, Cheers.
Oh my God.
How good is
Cheers?
How good is that show?
Oh, it's so good. Ted Danson at his hottest best.
And Sam and Diane, actually we'll get to your film, The Roses, but there's a lot of that kind of back and forth repartee of I love you, I hate you, I love you, I hate you. It's so satisfying.
So good.
And when they kissed for the first time and millions watched, I know. Yeah. And also that
lovely Woody.
I loved Woody. And Woody, who had the hardest job in the world because he took over for Coach.
Yes, of course.
Yes, who was an amazing character.
And beloved.
Sadly passed away year 1 or 2, and you thought, well, they're just
can't cover that, yeah.
And then they bring in Woody, who just crushes it. And then the pilot of Cheers, if you've ever read, is just a perfectly written pilot. And me and Mike Schur, the creator of Parks and Rec, used to talk about it all the time because you have like 7 characters you have to, service really fast. Basically. Yeah. And it's such a good pilot. I love that show.
Oh my God, I've got to watch the pilot. I'm going to find it.
It's so good. And the ending of Cheers.
Yeah.
Okay, Everyone Loves Raymond, Frasier, and what was the other one?
King of Queens.
King of Queens.
Yeah.
And you're like, what is this Queens? What do I need to know
Queens,
about
I've got no idea what that is. But he is king of it.
Yeah, there was a few things that came over to us, but not a lot. It took me, and Sketch was one. Like I didn't know about French and Saunders until 10 years after. Then everyone same like funny people, and I was meeting funny people, and they weren't talking about shows that I had to research. But I just think it's very interesting because we are so alike, but our comedy was very specific and different.
We had the premiere last night in New York of The Roses, and then we got London premiere on Thursday. And I wonder if audiences will laugh at different things. And I feel like that's not true anymore.
I agree.
Maybe,
I don't think that's true.
No, I think we all totally understand each other and we'll find the same shit funny.
We were laughing. When we were preparing for this interview, we were saying like how, it is true. We believe that the Brits are smarter. They just sound smarter.
Yeah.
They do.
It's not true.
I know.
Okay.
And you know what taught us? Love Island.
That's the first time I've ever been grateful to Love Island.
They taught us that.
Because I can see people look disappointed when I open my mouth and I go, oh, see, you think I'm clever. I'm really not. But thank God Love Island
Yeah, Love Island really leveled the playing field. We were like, I see. Okay, we're all the same. We're all the same. But a show that I've since now seen that I didn't know at the time was Bruiser, which was like your first.
You've seen Bruiser?
Well, I've seen clips of Bruiser.
Okay.
But Bruiser was like your first sketch show.
First ever job, my first job.
First ever job.
Yeah.
And that was, how old were you? What year
It was my
that?
last year of drama school. I have a weird thing where I can't do dates.
Same.
So I know I did my A-levels in 1992 because I had to say it so often.
Yeah.
But I beyond that, I'm not entirely sure what happened.
So in the 90s.
In the 90s.
Bruiser comes out.
Yes.
And it's you and David and...
David Mitchell, Rob Webb, Martin Freeman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
Charlotte Hudson.
And that's just like sketches and you're all look like babies and you're all doing like fun, dumb sketch.
I haven't seen it. I bet lots of it's terrible.
Well, sketches, I mean,
Some
80% bad.
Don't they? Yeah.
I mean, like the batting averages,
yeah.
You have just like hope for a couple of winners. Like
Mitch and Webb have just done a new sketch show. And sketch shows just haven't happened for a long time.
I know. I think about that a lot. I mean, for me, the best last sketch show other than SNL that I've seen is Key and Peele. Did you watch Key and Peele?
My boys were talking about that.
I think that the Brits don't know about Key and Peele as much, but that was a big show over here. And they were just like deeply funny and good. Like they were really, really good.
I'm gonna find that.
Okay. And so then, but then there's all this stuff you do between, Broadchurch, basically. There's all this stuff, because that Broadchurch for us is really, I think, when we really start to get to know you. I remember you from your little moment on The Office, because the UK Office, because I was obsessed with the UK Office, and the picture moment with David and with Ricky. But we get to really know you and David at the same time.
Oh yeah. Lovely DT.
Lovely. Tell me about your relationship. You guys are buddies.
Oh, I love David Tennant.
I know. He seems so, I'd love to meet him.
Nice. You'd love him.
Tell me why he's so great.
He is, there's nothing arseholey about him at all. Mm-hmm. And we simply just would sit and talk about, we'd do farts in the police car and he'd go, oh, Jesus Christ, call you. And he was just like a buddy, and we'd tell stories, and he wanted to be at home with his wife and family, and I wanted to be at home.
Yes. And isn't that the best when you work with people who want to be at home?
Yeah.
I love it.
Let's get this done. Get it done early on a Friday, get home, get fuck off about home. And also he was always knew his lines, was always on it, always just beautiful at his fingertips. Mm. And then when the AD comes to knock on the door, we had a two-way. It's not as rude as it sounds, the van with, and also our loos were back to back. And I had to go, David, are you in there? Go, stop listening to me. I'm doing the same as you. And, but when the AD would come and knock on the door, say it's time, we would try and race each other. He would always, didn't want to delay anyone. He was never late.
My favorite.
Love. And just gorgeous. Everybody loved him, but just real. And
it proves my point, Olivia. I've said before, I find that for the most part, with the exception of a few eccentric original performers, the most talented people are often the most professional. Like they're the easiest to work with.
And I've been so lucky to work with two of my gods, Meryl Streep and Anthony Hopkins. They never would have kept anyone waiting.
Yes.
And then you learn from that and you go, see.
No, and they set such a tone.
Yes. They are polite to everyone. They know everyone's name. They know their job. They know their lines. They're always on time. I mean,
in any profession, I do have a theory that like people that are acting out of fear or are afraid that this is their last good idea or that, a lot of people act out for a lot of reasons.
Yeah. And I do understand that.
I do too. And as I get older, also people just work differently. But the professional part, when you meet your hero and they also are that way, it's just the best.
It's so important.
Yeah.
And just a friend recently did a show, and I don't want to sort of there are some of the younger people
Yes.
who I don't know where it comes from, but
Yes.
if they have a little bit of a cold, they won't do the show.
Oh,
And I don't understand.
right.
When we were told,
This is very Gen X of us. You know this.
I'm aware that I'm doing that.
Same, which is the way. And
I don't think it's their fault, but someone has told them wrong.
Well, okay, let's get into this because
Oh
no,
I'm going to be cancelled.
no, I agree, and I'm trying to work on it because here's the two things. I think that we were sold a productivity myth.
Yeah.
Right? Like hustle, hustle, hustle.
Okay, yeah.
And it's really ingrained in us. Like there's no way I would have ever called in sick. I mean, I remember doing a scene with Alec Baldwin for a movie, and I had like 104 temperature, and we had to cry.
I hate that paracetamol.
And I was like, I was on another planet, and he was like, wherever you are, stay there, perfect. And I was like, I'm in a fever dream. I have 104, and I remember just being completely, but never in a million years ever would I have.
In retrospect, potentially, maybe Matt was a day to not be at work.
Potentially not a good choice.
Yeah.
So I kind of understand that. This idea of like maybe take care of yourself, Gen Xers, a little bit more than you did and not pressure everybody to hustle. But perhaps we've overcorrected.
I think there's a happy medium, isn't there?
Agree.
But a little bit of a tickle in the back, and you go, I don't think I can. I don't think that's okay.
Yeah.
I've had pneumonia twice and never missed a day of work while filming.
Okay.
But also potentially stupid.
You've had pneumonia while filming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing. You're my kind of gal.
Thank you.
I never missed one day of work on Parks and Rec. I did 120 shows. Fuck yeah. And that's weird. And people think that's a weird statistic because they're like, well, okay. Maybe not something to brag about. And I'm like, is it not?
I think it is.
I agree. But perhaps I was setting an example that there's both are true. Both are true. But I know what you mean. I just love a pro. I love a nice pro.
Yeah.
Because a working environment should be, it's just hard enough to just do life. It's hard enough to do life without somebody being difficult. And
we're lucky to have the work.
Beyond.
Don't be sort of overly cocky with that.
Yes, agree.
Yeah.
And Broadchurch, it makes sense to me that you and David loved each other because you can really feel it in the show.
Oh.
Like it's just, you feel like true partners in that show.
Yeah.
And even though in the show you're getting to be partners, but there was such a feeling of mutual respect on that. It was
absolutely.
so good.
Yeah.
And what was it like to have that blow up? It was a huge hit.
Yes, that was very odd. Because no one knew who had done it. That was what they wanted. Although when I went for my first audition, my sort of meet with the producers, and I said, who did it? And they told me. And I went, oh, and cried. And they went, that's great, that's what you want. And then on the way home, like 20 minutes after I'd left, they phoned and went, can you pretend that we didn't tell you? We've realised we don't want anyone to know. We want it to... I went, oh, okay. So I had to lie. And David was so cross with me. One day, his agent accidentally let slip right near the end of months of filming. And he flew onto my van and went, you fucking didn't tell me. And I knew what he meant. And I just couldn't look at him.
Oh, because he didn't know
either? He didn't know. No one knew.
Oh,
but they'd accidentally told me.
You knew. What a burden to carry.
So you had faces, all the 10 by 8 faces in the makeup van, and everyone was putting a sticker on who they thought it was. And I was also going, that might be me. Trying to sort of terrible at lying.
Wow. So you were reading the scripts in real time, basically.
Yeah.
And, that's very fun.
It was really fun.
And what a great way to be able to, and kind of what a bummer that you knew, because you would have been, like everyone else, but you had that secret.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
It was fun.
Oh, that's good.
But David, said, you can't believe you didn't tell me.
Yeah,
and
you're like, I'm a pro, babe.
Yeah.
I'm a pro.
And also, I'd lied so much, I'd almost forgotten that I knew.
Do you think you would be good convincing, are you a good liar? Like, do you think you'd be,
Without a script, I'm appalling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They can... I don't know. I think I'm okay. I think sometimes could I convince a jury? Like if I...
Oh, wow, that's an excellent...
Could you convince a jury? I feel like I could convince a jury.
That you didn't do it?
Yes. I feel like...
As long as my kids weren't in the jury, I think I'd be fine.
Your kids would know.
They go, you totally did it. hasn't said it.
Do you have a tell when you lie? I'm sure I do too. I'd like someone to tell me what it is so I can work on it.
Yeah.
But I think I over-explain. I think I say too many things.
Oh, you know when you watch Traitors?
Yes.
Oh, I love it when they ask someone something, they go, what? They have to
They say what? 'Cause
always
they're
what?
stalling.
And they do it subconsciously. It's amazing. But
Have
they
you ever
always
watched
do
any
it.
of those body language things where they show, if you look up to the right or
Yeah,
if you
what's
touch
that? One's recalling information, one's lying.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't remember which
Or if
one
you
it
touch
is.
your face or like
Oh, God,
or
I'm
your
doing all
neck.
it.
I know. If you touch your neck, it's because you're about to say a lie. All these kind of small,
Wow.
all these small things. I love when people stall when
Yeah.
someone and you go,
It's
what
so
do you-
good,
what did
isn't
you
it?
say? Yeah,
yeah.
I
Sorry,
love
what?
it.
I'm so sorry. What?
Didn't hear you.
And
But
then-
I also get sweaty when you have to play those games. Like, have you ever played that game Mafia?
Oh, yeah.
I don't like that game.
I love it.
You love it.
I love
Okay, because
We play it almost every night on holiday.
Ooh.
And we've discovered as well, any parents that get killed, it's always their kids that have done it.
Totally,
Always.
totally.
Or spouse.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
one family that we go on holiday with every year, their kids are terrifying at it.
Really good.
Oh my God, so good. And the youngest one got so cross with everyone accusing her that we went, of course she's not. She was over-explaining. She was doing what you say.
Yes.
I had to move because really angry. And she's only 13. And we went, oh God, no, she's probably not. Just maybe don't. Give her a chance. She was absolutely killing everyone.
She was the
Doing that
murderer.
at night when everyone had their eyes closed. Kill that one.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I get very stressed. I get very giggly when I get accused and very stressed. And also, I feel like I act the same when I'm the murderer or not, but I must not. But I don't think I would pass a lie detector test. Let me just say
Yeah,
that.
I don't think I would.
My heart would beat.
Yeah,
But I think I could win over a jury.
yeah.
I think I would say, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, why would I want to kill my spouse? Or whatever. No, and I'd be able to cry. You're a good crier. And
Thank
you
you.
love to cry.
I do. It's one
Are
of
you
my
an easy crier?
one of my great skills. Well, in everyday life, I don't cry so much.
Mm. Do
But if
you have tricks for crying?
no, if it's sad, I'll cry.
Yeah.
If the script is sad, so Broadchurch,
Yeah. Yeah.
that first day, it was filmed chronologically, which was just a gift.
Amazing.
But they were saying, no, she's a police officer. She's probably a little harder than that one. Like, absolutely, there's no way. It's just, I'm sorry, I can't. This is a dead child. And so, making me, so that's that. If it's good script, it's impossible not to.
But in your life, you're not the biggest crier?
Really? Oh, in The Crown as well, there was this, because the Queen famously was able to be there for other people
Yes.
and not cry, and I couldn't do it. So there's a scene where Helena Bonham Carter is telling me about Aberfan, which was a terrible, terrible thing that happened.
Terrible.
And I couldn't
Beautiful episode.
hear her. Yeah, it was beautifully
Yeah.
done. But I couldn't hear her talking about it without crying.
Yes.
And they kept going, okay, no,
No crying.
cut, no. No, I can't. So the sound department gave me an earpiece and I listened to the shipping forecast. So
Wow.
in my ear, I was hearing South at Surrey, North at Surrey, Weatherford, Middling. And I was just listening to that and zoning out while Helena said, I can't believe our first scene together. And you're not actually listening to me.
Wow.
And that's a good tip though.
That's a great tip.
Listen to something else. Don't listen to your actor
I
friend.
mean, I always say half of acting is like just keeping your face still, which is almost impossible for me to do. But
yeah, me too.
it is
Botox helps enormously.
Yeah.
I find.
But the way in which everyone just projects everything on
Yeah.
your still face.
Yeah.
You and Helena in The Crown are, so wonderful. And I know you're really good
I
friends
know.
too.
Yeah.
And did you meet on that show?
Yeah,
you
we
had
did.
never worked together before.
No.
Oh.
I think we'd met once at a do,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd sort of curtsied to her, and and yes, she's just lovely.
I mean, I know people have asked about meeting the Queen and playing the Queen, but separate from the actual Queen, the character of that woman
Yeah,
is so interesting.
I know, fascinating.
Forget I know you're playing a version of real person, and you're playing a real person, but just the legacy of that, just the idea of one life, spanning that much, it's so amazing.
I totally agree. It's an extraordinary. Literally, well, most people, there's someone else in the world who has a similar experience. No one.
No one.
That's one person standing on their own.
I know.
Sitting every week to various prime ministers, listening to them, having hearing everything, and just having to keep it together. And
it's such a practice in restraint, just a life of restraint, and also to your point, being around while everyone else comes and goes. Being the constant. While, I loved the way that show took on the width and breadth of that life.
The crown. That person is the crown.
And the way you take it from Claire, that you take over that moment when you show up in seasons 2, 3, 4?
3 and 4, yeah.
When you show up and we think, oh my, Olivia is now the queen. Like, it's exhilarating.
It's terrifying following on from Claire.
Was it?
Yeah, because I loved it. It was so highly advertised that I didn't want to like it.
Yeah.
That sort of.
Totally. Yeah, everyone likes it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, thanks.
Yeah. And then I accidentally watched it with one eye open and went, oh no, I love it. Love
good.
Claire.
So good.
Couldn't stop watching her.
Mm-hmm.
And so then, got a call. So they would like to meet you for, I think my agent said, for the Queen. And I thought that was the play. And she said, no, I didn't mean that. I meant the Crown. And I went, oh my God, yeah, fuck yeah, absolutely, yes, please. And she said, I think you're not meant to say that yet. You meant to just wait and
play cool. Put your sunglasses on.
Yeah, trying to be cool.
Yeah.
But, I was such a huge fan of it.
Yes. And
also, it came at the point where I just spent all my tax money. So
you're like,
really
let's
handy.
Go. Let's go. And did you talk to Claire? Did you talk to Claire? Did you two talk about like handing off the torch?
So someone said, it might be a good idea if you want to, we can give you Claire's number.
Yeah.
And so I did speak to Claire and said, really, honestly, truthfully, because it's a long commitment, long job. And she went, I've absolutely fucking loved it.
Yeah.
It's a happy job and everyone's nice.
Yes.
I went, okay, that's great.
There is a whisper network among actresses, especially, I think, when you're going to try to take a job, when you're lucky enough to have the choice to take a job, where you call other people to say, is this okay?
I love that code as well.
Me
and
too.
amongst we do go, or there's the word tricky. They can be tricky. I got on quite well with them, but I know that some other people did. So sort of politely letting you know, maybe this isn't a simple decision.
Another code is like, well, the hours can be kind of long, which is a code for the director's a little unorganized.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's...
And the scripts aren't ready.
Yeah. And the scripts can come in a little late. And I cried a few times. But as far as the job, and Helena and you, I just want to stay there for 1 second because I love watching you work with everyone, but I especially love watching you work with other super talented women, and you've worked with a lot of really great women.
Been really lucky, yeah.
When you meet each other on screen.
I love women.
Me too.
It's
honestly hard to work with men. I'm so sorry. I'm
a
sure it was
women?
easy with Benedict, but we have to, but fuck.
I know.
It's hard.
Bless them, they're just not as good.
They're just not as good. But I do too. I love working with women, and I can tell you do too.
Yeah.
Who are some women that you've worked with that you just went? Helena, I'm sure, is one, but
Helena,
who that you just worked with and you said, "Oh, I'm going to have the best time."
Jodie Whittaker on Broadchurch, Helena on The Crown, and Marion, who played the Queen Mother on The Crown. Just
loved her.
Loved her. I always take a good girlfriend with me from almost every job.
What do you mean? Like who?
Well, Helly. Jodie is now godmother to my youngest. We had our youngest at the same time while on Broadchurch. And Phoebe Waller-Bridge, and Amy Morgan, who probably won't have heard of, but I think she's extraordinary, and we met doing a play. And so there's always one. And on the roses, there's Zoe, Sunita,
yes,
Alison,
I know,
Jenny,
and
Kate McKinnon.
We have Kate coming in, and Kate is such an.
Is she coming in?
She's coming to do
Tell
this
me
podcast
it's today while I'm here.
It is.
Are you lying? Oh,
I'm
you're
not lying, but you're not going to be here. We're not going to make you wait for Kate because we have a little bit of a, you got to get on that plane.
Okay.
But you can leave. You want to leave a note for her? Yeah, she's coming in today.
Okay.
And isn't she such a wild, interesting, eccentric bird?
She came. So we had a girls' trip to where I live in the countryside in England while we were filming, and Kate came along. She's the most fun grown up you've ever met. My daughter couldn't believe her luck.
Yes, she is fun.
She's fun, and she was I think a peahen or something for about 3 hours. So fucking hell, it's amazing. My little girl's going.
Phoebe, Fleabag, another huge show.
Yeah.
And
she's an amazing woman, and she's brilliant at what she does, and she works hard, and she's really driven and kind to everybody, and just another fucking fantastic woman.
Yeah.
And that first episode of the second season of Fleabag, which was with Andrew Scott and sitting around that restaurant table, felt like the most brilliant play.
Yes.
And just that whole episode, one dinner scene. I love the way she writes.
Yeah.
And she gives everybody
so many good.
Generous,
you have also so many good jokes in that show.
Yeah.
Great jokes.
Yeah.
That character is hilarious and deeply disturbing.
Yeah. And I got it wrong initially. I was playing her sort of quite evil.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going, Phoebe said, it's not what you meant, is it? She went, well, she's the most charming person in any room. She'll be vile to you and you sort of, thank you. Sort of being grateful for the, it's so vile.
I mean, it's like, she's like the ultimate narcissist.
Yeah, yeah.
And when you're that way, you're usually quite charming.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not usually, like there's a way in which you draw people in and then you slowly kill them.
Yeah.
And then the before we get to the roses, I feel like there was this beautiful couple of years where America said...
I've just realised I just said how much I love women, and I've just done a film with Benedict as well.
But Benedict feels like he's sensitive enough that he counts.
Oh my God, he does. He really does. I feel awful that I loved working with Benedict.
Well, we're going to talk about working with Benedict.
Okay, good.
He's going to be fine.
Okay, good, great.
Benedict can handle it.
Yeah.
He can handle it.
And Andy I love Andy.
Andy's fine.
And Jamie.
Of course, you love all of the people. They know.
I do. I do love the people. Okay.
They know.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, not at all. But I'm not worried about Benedict.
Okay, good.
He's so tall. We don't have to worry about him.
No, he'll be fine.
He will be fine.
Yeah.
But we will talk about that because. But there was this like amazing couple of years where we got to see a lot of work being congratulated when you won that award, when you won the Academy Award, right? And you've won a lot of awards. And what I loved about that moment was what I felt in that moment, and tell me if I'm wrong, is that you probably feel about awards the same way I feel about awards, which is like lovely, but like also who cares?
Yeah, I don't. That's an awkward thing.
Okay, maybe I should say it less bluntly. Like,
well, I feel like, oh my God, it is the most lovely. If your peers have said,
yes,
seal of approval, there's nothing better.
Yes.
But I think also give yourself a few days to feel pretty thrilled with yourself. And then, then forget it ever happened. Go back to work.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. It was amazing and it might never happen again. And weren't you lucky? And now head down.
I find that Brits in general accept awards really well because they do just that, which they kind of like stay in the moment and say thank you. And they're very polite, but also you can tell they're like, I can't internalize this or I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
It is a little bit more American to be like, I made it to the top of the mountain and I'm here and I'm never getting off. And I knew it and I got it and I went for it. But they're completely different feelings. But your speech was, do you have I know it's hard to like think about yourself and talk about yourself. It's always hard to talk about yourself. But Do you have a sense of why that speech was so well received? It just was this like everyone felt very with you in that moment. It felt like really organic. What was your memories of getting up and giving that speech and like being inside of it? What did it feel like?
So much I don't really remember.
Yeah.
But just beforehand, in the build up to it, in the months, the build up, people kept saying Oscars, and I go, stop it. And I got furious. It was all too scary, terrifying, don't be ridiculous. And then on the evening, like 20 minutes before we were meant to go, my husband went, don't be cross. But just in case, I've just put some notes on a piece of paper, and he went out and I went, just fucking wanker. Okay, that's quite a good thing. Okay. So he just said, just remember, if it happens to say this or say that, say thank you. And so it was that I would have, well, I'm stuttering now. I would have been so useless. It was absolutely real and shocking. But if it wasn't for him, just take 5 minutes, just in case.
Ed,
to think about it, I know.
Writer, producer, director, he took care of
and
you
General
in that moment.
Hottie. Yeah.
General Hottie. And also the moment you guys had was so sweet too. I mean, you have a wonderful, long-lasting marriage with Ed. And you met where did you meet? In
the town of Cambridge. He was at Cambridge.
Olivia's crying a little bit.
Oh, not. Yeah.
You love Ed. He's your best friend.
He
you
is.
call him your best friend. I love love.
He's my best friend and I fancy him. He's quite nice.
Love. Okay, how did you meet? You have his name.
I do have his name. Aww. It's a bit like he's pissed on me, but it was my choice.
He just stamped it on you. Yeah. Okay. How did you meet?
We met in a play rehearsal. I'd gone to 2 of the rehearsals and there was no one particularly fanciable there. And, and then I walked in and I saw his left-hand profile. And at the time, he was smoking a ciggy. His feet were crossed and he's got this lovely bump in his nose. And I saw his side profile and went, oh, God, I'm going to marry him.
No.
I had proper thunderbolts. That's him. That's him. Yeah.
Oh.
I know. Poor thing, he didn't know.
And what does he say about it the first time he met you?
He genuinely can't remember. Yeah.
That's so great. I mean, what is the secret to a long-lasting relationship? Any tips? Any advice?
I don't know.
Because you're making a movie about the opposite of that.
Yes. Yeah. That's true. Well, it's our 25th wedding anniversary next year.
Wow.
We've been together 31 years.
Wow.
I don't think we're not big fighters, which apparently isn't very healthy.
Okay, can we talk about this for a second?
Yeah.
I agree. I see a lot of research that says you really should argue and fight. Okay, like it feels so like what if you're not? I mean, I'm not afraid of conflict, but I don't necessarily want to search it out. And
I don't want
people
to.
that argue,
and I do think that it is okay. We have learnt over the years, but really late on actually, to sometimes if that was annoying, then just wait until it's. It doesn't work for everyone. I know that.
Yes.
And but I think it's better to wait till the much calmer moment to go. Can we talk about that moment? And I did find that a little weird. And is that okay that I'm saying this? And yes, no, I was a bit cross that day. And okay, but good. Okay, I'm so pleased. Thank you. So,
that by far that's the most British conversation I've ever heard.
Nothing. Actually,
no talking.
Maggie Gyllenhaal stood when we did The Lost Daughter, and there was
beautiful movie.
Different Ed was the costume designer, and me, he's English, and I'm English, and he was talking about a hat. And he said, I left the hat out. I didn't know if he wanted. I went, oh, I see. I didn't know if, did you want me to wear it now? And he went, oh, but if you like it. No, I do like it. I just wondered because it's, and this went on for 20 minutes. And Maggie, at the time it was COVID, she took her mask down and went, oh my God. Like, nothing has been said. 20 minutes.
Yes.
And I'd never realised it before that moment when she just... So that's how we argue.
And okay, so it leads me really naturally into the film that that's out right now with the great Benedict Cumberbatch. And what a pro.
Oh
what
my
a
God.
pro. And, so I ask people before these podcasts to give me a question to ask my guest, and we speak well behind their back, like I said. And he was, of course, he's like absolutely adores you, and you guys have never worked together before,
No.
which is really interesting.
Yeah.
And like you, I think he's shown that he's able to toggle between a bunch of different styles and
Yeah, yeah.
genres. Also, it makes me think sometimes that, there maybe is a bit more license to do that in the UK than the US. I don't know.
What, to go between drama and
Maybe.
comedy?
I'm thinking about it now
Maybe.
because
Well, Emma Thompson and
Yes.
Kathy Burke, and we do have a line of well, I'm just thinking of the women, but we do have a long line of people who've been allowed to do both.
well, I remember people talking about Hugh Laurie in House, and it was like, Hugh Laurie started in
Sketch comedy.
sketch comedy.
Yeah.
But he was asking me. He asked a very sweet actor question, which is basically like he is in awe of you and what you can do, and he was like, "Is there anything you're afraid of?"
Acting wise.
Well, I couldn't really tell.
Oh,
I couldn't really tell what what the
Okay.
question was.
Okay.
But let's say sure. Let's say acting wise.
Anything where I have to show any skin.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah.
I don't like
No,
it.
thank you.
I don't. No, thank
No,
you.
thanks.
Or
Let's-
pretending
no.
to have sex with someone. I don't like it. I don't like it. I feel like I'm being unfaithful, and it just feels a bit.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Even
No.
when they go, you can wear your jeans and a cushion between you. I don't want to do that. That's not what I don't know. I don't
I
love
know
them.
the on and by the way, bless the people that are good at it. The people that are good
God,
at it,
love
I'm
'em.
like, I'll watch it all day long.
Yeah.
And they're comfy, but
And they
on-screen orgasm.
no, absolutely not.
Like that's what you have to do that day. Like that's
Yeah.
tough.
Thank God for intimacy coordinators.
Absolutely.
Ita O'Brien, she told me when I was meant to orgasm. I went, oh God, how do you do that? She said, imagine the sun is hitting your face. That was great. So just be given a yes,
And you just go like this.
yeah.
You go, oh my God. You just put your sunglasses on and you go,
I should have done it like that.
yeah, okay. All right, well, you got your answer, Benedict. You got your answer. But what was it like
Ben.
working with him on the film?
I
And-
loved working with him, and
Yes.
he sort of feels like one of life's innocents in a way,
Mm.
because we had such fun. But when it started to get a little bit more cruel to each other, he did go, "Can we pause for a minute? Are we okay?"
Yeah.
I went, yes, Ben, it's pretend. It's all okay.
Yeah.
And he's so in it, and
Yes.
he's just lovely. But I
Yeah.
felt like I wanted to hold his hand a lot and go, it's all, we're good, we're still friends. And
Yes.
yeah.
And
And it's lovely to work opposite him because he's absolutely feeling it. It's all instant.
I bet.
Yeah.
I mean, even just seeing the way in which watching the two of you spar is really exciting
Oh,
because it's two
fun.
very good actors going really hard, and plus there's just a ton of dumb physical stuff, which
Yeah.
is so fun. Do you like doing that?
No.
No, me neither.
He's-
I don't want to.
I'm not very physical.
I don't
I
want
will
to do any
dislocate
running.
something.
I don't want to.
But he is really good at that, which is great. So I just had the gun and he just ran around.
And you're like, I think my character would sit.
Yeah.
And then Jay Roach.
Oh my God.
Isn't he a delight? The
Oh.
director, I love him.
I love him.
Same.
And I felt bad for him every day because it was like trying to nail jelly to the wall, trying to get us all to stop giggling or stop and
Doing bits and just
yeah.
joking.
Also, how often does he hit his head?
Oh, because he's so tall.
And he wears a hat
Oh,
as well. He doesn't see the booms and the lights, and the crew ended up hanging sticky tape down from everything so that he still did it 15 times a day. Oh,
It's got to be some kind of psychological thing that he's
yeah,
doing.
that he
So-
can't get cross with us. He just
Yeah.
headbutts things. Mm.
And then, okay, we
Loved
talked about
him.
Kate. You worked with Andy.
Yeah.
Okay, the movie is out. Okay, and then my last question is, I mean, I ask everybody, and it's kind of like the reason why I started doing this podcast genuinely was like to try to, I don't know, make sense of this wicked world and find some solace in what everybody was doing to keep themselves laughing. What do you watch, read, do? What's making you laugh right now today? Big or small? A person, a video, a show, old or new, that you go to?
The thing that makes me laugh more than anything, belly laugh, it doesn't happen often enough, is watching my husband fall over or hit his head.
On purpose or by accident?
By accident.
You just love an accident.
It literally makes me go weak. I collapse. It's so
Did you
good.
ever watch America's Funniest Home Videos? Have you ever seen that show?
Oh, that's the sort of...
Stand by. Just,
Okay, I'm
just
not
one
going.
second before you go.
Is this-
We're going to
I've
get you
seen
on
a
a
clip
plane.
recently where people just lie down with their... Have you seen this? So I'm turn around and Ed's lying down. You just see his head there, and people go, "Ah!" What? And they film. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Do you like being pranked?
I've got to do that, haven't I? And film Ed.
Yes.
Okay, don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Do you like being pranked?
No.
Okay,
No, if
because
someone
that's-
makes me jump, I will punch them in the
Me
face.
too. I don't like being surprised.
I am
but you
fight,
like
not
when
flight.
people get a tiny bit hurt?
Yeah.
But they're fine, right? They have to
As
jump
long as they're
up.
fine, as long
Yeah.
as they're okay. I don't, if it looks like, oh God, that looks like, that,
Sorry.
fun.
Okay, let's watch just 2 minutes of this,
This
and
is
we're going
the
to let you
best
go.
day ever.
I mean, I know what you mean. Okay, these kind of things.
Do I
Okay,
need my glasses?
We're watching
Oh, no.
in America's Funniest Home Videos.
What's that person doing?
That person's stuck in the ceiling. So that person doing something, and she's stuck in the ceiling. Okay, that might have been too hard a fall.
Have you seen the two women trying to get into the window?
Oh yeah. Oh God.
I want her.
now
That is.
let's watch the two women trying
Oh
to
my
get
God.
in the window.
Yes.
That is so.
And the
fun.
other one who's no help at all outside, clearly trying not to piss herself, going.
Yeah, when
Doubled
people
over.
start when
Start to
they're
wet themselves.
stuck and they start laughing,
Yeah.
that does.
Oh, this is
Two women trying to get into a window. Okay, here we go. Okay, okay, okay. Let's watch. Here we go. Okay, they're trying to get in the window, and one of them is giving the other one a foot up.
wearing the right clothes for this. We know that already.
She's both barefoot. Here. Her shirt comes off. That's right, her shirt comes off.
So she's upside down with these boobs which are now facing that way, and her mate.
And her clothes come off, and they're dying laughing. I mean, this is the kind of thing that Benny Hill told me would happen and it did happen.
Yeah.
It actually happened.
Oh my God, I love that.
I do too. There's no better feeling. And that makes me want to watch that again.
And hearing them weak, when you can't speak.
Oh, yes.
I love it.
And knowing that one person is peeing. Right, peeing their
And
pants.
if the upside down woman was also peeing.
Think of Well, Olivia, I love you.
I love you.
I love that you
I
came.
had the
Thank you so
loveliest
much for
time.
coming in what I know is a
Thank you for
long
having
press
me.
day. And if you want to leave a note for Kate, let me know.
Oh, yes, please.
And
Has Kate seen that?
I'm going to show it. She would enjoy that.
Yeah, she's like that.
She probably is
I
like.
reenacted it.
I was going to say she probably did. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I loved
Thank you for
having you
having
here.
me.
Of course.
I want you to come and stay.
Okay, can I come to your house, please?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, great. Okay, today's Polar Plunge is presented by Visible. It's one-line wireless running on Verizon's 5G network. For great coverage and a reliable connection, make the switch at visible.com. Okay, for this Polar Plunge, I'm going to say that everybody should check out a film that we briefly mentioned in this interview, The Lost Daughter. It is with Olivia Colman, directed beautifully by Maggie Gyllenhaal, and with the great Dakota Johnson, who came in here with her puppy just a little while ago to our show. Olivia and Dakota are so great together. It's such a meditation on Jessie Buckley's so good in it. And it's just, it's just one of those movies where you're like, damn, those ladies are good at acting. That's what you say. You say, wow, those broads are good at acting. But check it out if you haven't seen it. It's Beautiful, beautiful film. But today's Polar Plunge was presented by Visible, the ultimate wireless hack. It's one-line wireless with unlimited data, hotspot, talk, and text, starting at $25 a month. Terms apply. See visible.com for plan features and network management details. Okay, that's the end of our show. Bye. You've been listening to Good Hang. The executive producers for this show are Bill Simmons, Jenna Weiss-Berman, and me, Amy Poehler. The show is produced by The Ringer and Paper Kite. For The Ringer, production by Jack Wilson, Kat Spillane, Kaya McMullen, and Aleya Zenieris. For Paper Kite, production by Sam Green, Joel Lovell, and Jenna Weiss-Berman. Original music by Amy Miles.